Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are well. So in today's video, we are going to be reacting to a YouTuber called Iman Gadzhi, who actually brought a 2023 Mercedes G63 AMG. Now I've actually come across a few of his videos in the past where he's brought cars, he's brought properties and watches, and it's nice to see someone who's young and who's an entrepreneur actually achieve this type of success. So I just want to say a massive congratulations to you, Iman, first for getting your hands on this G63 AMG. Of course, this didn't happen overnight for him. He's had to put in loads of years of work in order to reach this type of success. And today I thought, why not, let's react to him picking up his G63 AMG and let this be inspiring for all of us. So now Iman has actually moved from London to Dubai, and he's definitely upped his car game. So he's got a Porsche 911 GT3, he's got a Rolls Royce Phantom, and now he's got the G63 AMG. So it's nice to see him actually buying cars a lot more than what he actually did in London, and I kind of understand why. So in London it's a lot of stop and start traffic, so when you're busy and on the go, you kind of just want to be chauffeured around it, and that's what he was doing when he was living in London. And crazy story, actually, I actually came across Iman once. This was probably about a year ago, and I was on my way to work and it was about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I actually drove past him while he was being chauffeured around in his Range Rover. Just want to say a massive thank you to him, because he actually stopped and showed me some love and talked to me whilst we were both at the traffic light, and I'll probably insert this clip right now whilst you're watching. So yeah, anyways, let's get on into the video and react to him buying the G63 AMG.
Yes, brother.
What's up? What on you?
I can't even ask this question again. Where are we going?
I don't know. I still haven't decided whether I want it. Might pick up another car. I got offered a wagon a couple months ago from Mercedes here, AMG, and they've offered me a 65k dirham discount because I'm already an existing customer. Obviously, because I bought the 1 of 5 Maybach, the Night Series.
So 65,000 dirhams is how much the Mercedes showroom is offering him as a discount in Dubai. So that's around more or less £15,000 discount depending on the exchange rates. Now I just want to say the supercar market at the moment, especially in the UK, is at a crazy point right now where everything in terms of price is just low. So BMW, Mercedes, even in the UK, and Porsche are giving away massive discounts to you guys right now in order to get your hands on these cars. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think now is the perfect time to buy a supercar? Because I certainly think it is, even a luxury car, because once we head into the summer, we're definitely going to see a rise in prices when it comes down to summertime. At one point I remember the G63 AMG being in such high demand. Around 1 or 2 years ago, I remember you'd have to wait around 1 to 2 years to get your hands on one, and not only that, you were paying around 50 to 75,000 pounds on top of the list price, and the list price, depending on what model you got, was around 170 to 190,000 pounds. So it's definitely dropped a lot now that we're in winter.
And the way that I view these things, and no matter how much money you make, how rich you get, you always have to view it. I never view things as how much money am I spending on it. I view it as how much money am I losing. I don't give a shit if something's $5 million. If I know for a fact I can sell it a year later and get my $5 million back, but get tons of enjoyment out of it, then great. Like I couldn't care less. I don't look at price, I look at how much am I going to lose when it comes time to sell it, or what am I potentially going to gain.
I think that is a perfect mindset to have when buying any type of luxury car or even a supercar. So I know I've reacted to people in the past on my channel like Andrew Tate, or people in America who just have stupid money where they spend so much on cars and they lose so much money. But in order to get to that level, and if you look at their journey, how they got to that level, they were very careful with what they spent their money on during their success journey. So in the short run, it might be fun where you could spend so much money on a car, but in the long term, it definitely will hurt you. And with the G63 AMG, I don't think Iman will probably lose any more than about £40,000 in the UK. The car generally holds its value, it doesn't drop too much, and it's definitely not like a car where it will lose 50%. So overall, it's a fair purchase he's made. So this mindset coming from Iman is actually very inspiring to all of us, because Iman actually has a net worth of around £50 million, and for someone at his level to still say that you need to be smart in your financial decisions, this is something we should all take, because this could always catch up to you in the future. You never know. So it's not worth spending crazy amounts of money on these cars for no reason, and then in the long term you'll lose so much more money. So yeah, that's something we should all definitely take.
Solid. Good spec.
Oh, this feels familiar.
Yeah, this feels very familiar, huh, Tristan?
Oh yeah, baby.
I kind of miss daily driving a wagon. It's such an easy car to drive, except for corners. Apart from
It's a
corners,
super easy car to flip too.
apart from corners, super easy to drive.
I think he's right. So I think the G63 AMG is definitely an easy car to drive, but in terms of corners, I don't think it's actually too hard. So I've driven a Range Rover SVR, I've driven a Lamborghini Urus, and these are pretty high SUVs, and I don't think they compare as hard to turn and as hard to drive compared to a supercar that sits very low. I think it just gets some time to get used to, and you should be fine. So if you're someone out there who's going to be buying an SUV soon, don't be too worried about turning and your turning points, because it's not actually that difficult. It just takes time to practice, whereas with a supercar it's way harder and it takes a lot more time to practice as well.
What are you thinking?
Listen, if it came to it, I'd take this one. I'd take it home ASAP. But listen, this is very nice on the inside. Still beautiful on the inside. Interior, it's got like the brown and black. It's nice. Yeah, not much else to say. It's nice. Yeah, but bro, you know, his wagons are all really the same. Like, there's so little you can spec about it. So like, when you find one that you just like in the exact color you like, the other one's okay. But I'm not the biggest fan of like the brown interior. This full black interior stitching. Let me put this way. This one I'll 100% take like now or whenever. The other one, like, I'm not super bothered. It's 50-50.
So everyone, I kind of understand what he means by there's very little you can spec on a G63 AMG. He's kind of right. So if you look on the official Mercedes website, the G63 AMG comes in 3 variants or 3 packages. So the first variant is the normal G63 AMG. It's the least expensive. However, I wouldn't really recommend going for that car because you probably won't get any enjoyment or fulfillment out of it, because it just has barely any options on it, and I don't want to really get into options. So the second variant is the G63 AMG Carbon Edition. Now from the title you could tell the car is just going to come with more carbon fiber everywhere in the interior and exterior of the car. And then the third variant is the G63 AMG Magna Edition. So this is the fully spec'd G63, comes with all your interior carbon fiber, has your AMG night packages, and it's basically just got all the options you could imagine in the car, and it's the most expensive. So it retails around £190,000 plus. So out of all 3 variants, it's only very little between each variant as you go up that changes. So it's small aesthetic changes. Like for example, if you go for the Brokey edition, which is just a normal standard G63, it won't come with carbon fiber, and you might not get like options like the AMG night package, etc. So it's just very small different options, but of course the price does increase as you go along. I also get what he means by the brown interior in the car. I think it actually personally does look really nice, but when it comes to reselling the car, if you're going to go for an interior that's brown, you have to make sure there's a market out there for people who also like brown interior. Now in the UK, people mainly go for interiors like black or very simple coloured interiors because they know they could easily resell the car and they won't need to find someone who likes these sort of like in your face colours. So like going for colours like red, brown, orange, or you know, whatever the colour may be, if it's going to be something more bright, you need to make sure there's a market out there who like those type of interiors. And in the UK, I wouldn't say there's a huge market for people who go for like brown interiors. It's mainly just your dull and dark colours like black or like a dark blue or just something very simple and basic. Let's get back into the video.
So we got it. We're picking it up.
Yes, we are picking up a brand new 2023 G63 double black series, or double black pack. Not black series, double black pack. I think it's probably my favorite spec wagon I've ever seen.
That's exciting. Nice. Congrats, bro.
So that feeling when you pick up a new car must be a good feeling. So I certainly haven't experienced that before. I'm not too sure what he means by double black pack. I think what he means is the Magna Edition. So like I said earlier, there's 3 variants you could get. And with the Magna Edition, the main difference with that car, of course, other than all the options being ticked on it, is the exterior color comes in a painted satin / matte finished color. So it's not a wrap on the car. It's actually painted directly from Mercedes onto the car. And it gives you that nice satin / matte finish depending on the light shining on the car.
Yeah, beautiful.
So everyone, I think this car actually looks really nice. The finish of the color, as you can see, it's like a matte / satin grey color, and overall I think it looks like a really good car. Definitely has all your practical needs as it's an SUV, so you could take your family out inside it. I think the car looks aggressive, it looks mean, and it definitely has that luxury feeling towards it as well. Mercedes are really good at designing their interiors. sound of these, unfortunately, everyone, are quite terrible. So they don't really sound like a Lamborghini Urus or a Range Rover SVR that I'm in right now. So the G63 has more of like a rumble sound to it, but it's really quiet. And I don't think there's actually any good exhausts out there on the market for these cars, not that I've heard of anyway. They still sound very quiet, and yeah, I just feel like it's just a very silenced car.
Damn, bro. We're back.
We're back, baby.
We're back.
So that feeling when you buy a new car definitely must be indescribable, and I'm yet to experience that. And it's nice to see that he's actually taking people with him that have been there with him from the beginning of his journey. It's always nice to have that alongside the experience of picking up the new car as well.
Few gifts from us.
Beautiful.
So you have a chair. I think forget all the other gifts. The main gift is this one. So you might want to pull this one out.
This is sick. This is sick. This is going in my office, bro.
For the new office setup.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
So that looks like the Mercedes AMG 1. So it's a super rare car that has been produced by Mercedes, and you probably will never be able to get your hands on one unless you're someone who has a very good connection to the Mercedes dealership, or if you're buying it on the aftermarket, you're gonna have to pay a very big premium.
It's been a minute.
Too much respect. All of my shorty BDs, they know not
Fuck, bro, I actually missed this car. If you have to have one car for the rest of your life, I know, like, a lot of people say a Porsche 911, I would understand why, but like, at the end of the day, if you have a family, if you need to transport people around, like, if you have this car, you have everything. You have power, safety, you can transport 5 people, lots of luggage, just fucking everything.
You just missed this car, that's why you bought it.
Yeah, I think so.
If I had to choose one car for the rest of my life, not really the rest of my life, but let's just say the next 5 years, I would personally go for the Ferrari Purosangue. So I think that car literally has everything, just like the G-Wagon. So it's practical, you could take your family in it, you could do shopping in it, and all I just feel like that car would need is a NOVITEC exhaust to make it sound like a Ferrari 812 Superfast. I think that car would just shut down the whole scene. Well, there you have it, everyone. That was my reaction to Iman buying a new G63 AMG. Now, as you know on the channel, I'm going to be taking you guys out now in a 2023 G63 AMG, and I hope you guys enjoy the loud accelerations we give the car, and we definitely don't drive it like it's a family car with shopping at the back. We're going to be taking it out and giving it some good sound and accelerations for you guys. We're going to be driving it in race mode. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Give this video a like, keep sharing it. We're just building this channel as much as we can. It's just going to help my channel grow more. I'm going to be able to get access to more cars for you guys, and then that way I'll be able to share my experiences with you. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you on my next video.